I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Just when you were beginning to think we might escape snowy weather this winter, along comes a leap year day storm that has sent kids home early from school and made for poor driving conditions throughout the Catskills and Hudson Valley. Goshen Middle School was one of many area schools where students got sent home early because of the snow and the possibility that a few inches could accumulate. The wet snow was expected to change over to freezing rain and then rain later on. As expected, the snow led to a number of accidents throughout the region. It was definitely slow going for those traveling Route 17 in Orange and Sullivan counties, with highway maintenance crews struggling to keep up with the slushy, slippery travel conditions there and elsewhere. Folks we talked with earlier today said they figured they'd have to deal with some bad weather eventually after a winter full of mild weather.
I did expect some more snow here, and I don't know what kind of accumulation we're going to get, but you got to be prepared. Be prepared. Make sure that you're prepared for the worst at home. And look after your neighbors, especially the elderly and the infirm.
I think it's crazy. I guess because of leap year we're getting a little extra something. We had a whole winter and no snow at all, and now today we get a little snow. So I guess anything's possible up here, upstate New York.
Gonna have to deal with it today?
I guess so. Just take it slow going home, and you know, we'll do the best we can. Get a little sleigh riding in for my son who's inside.
Diane King of Middletown wasn't too upset with the arrival of snowy weather because she's convinced this is winter's last gasp.
I guess it's time for one last snowstorm.
Hoping it's the last?
It's the last. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure a lot of you hope Diane is right. The major portion of the wintry mixed precipitation is expected to move out tonight. Now keep checking back here at Record Online for information on road conditions and trouble spots, as well as continuing weather updates. A section of Interstate 84 in the town of Newburgh was closed for a time early this morning after a woman jumped off the Route 300 overpass in an apparent suicide attempt. Town police say the 42-year-old New Windsor woman had been involved in a domestic dispute prior to the 2 a.m. incident. She suffered what police say were very serious injuries from the 40-foot fall and was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center. Police agencies have solved part of the mystery surrounding the discovery of a human skeleton in Sullivan County back in May of 2010. DNA testing positively identified the remains found off Patio Drive in the town of Thompson as those of 39-year-old Ildar Gazazulin, a Russian immigrant from Brooklyn who disappeared in June of 2009, hours after becoming a U.S. citizen. What authorities still don't know is the cause of death, which has been labeled suspicious. Gazazulin was last seen outside a Brooklyn nightclub. He had been employed as an exporter of car and truck parts to his native Russia. Now that the public has had a chance to comment at a pair of hearings, Orange County Executive Ed Diana will lay out the options and any revised cost estimates for the renovation or replacement of the closed County Government Center building when he meets with county legislators next Monday. And Diana says he wants the county legislature to make a decision on what direction to go within the next 2 months.
I need an answer at this point in time. Do we renovate and fix, or do we build totally new? That has to be answered. As soon as that is answered, the legislature tells me what their belief and what their thoughts are. They are the only body in this county government that can make that kind of decision. And then once I hear that, then I will do everything in my power to carry out what their wishes and make it affirmative and make it happen in the right direction and in the right time.
The county executive has always favored construction of a new government center, and he may be presenting a scaled-down price tag in his pitch to get the 14 votes needed to move the project forward. Do it right. Do it now. Certainly the stimulus package of putting people to work, the lowest interest rates in 70 years, the AAA bond rating, now is the time to do this, and delay only drives the cost up. So I think the delays have to stop. I think the decision has to be made, and make that decision, and I'll carry it out. Renovation estimates have ranged from $14 million up to $67 million, and at this point the price tag for construction of a new building have run from $93 million on up. How will the state pay for the new $5.2 billion Tappan Zee Bridge? And how high will the tolls on the new bridge need to be? Those were a couple of the questions raised by the hundreds of people who turned out for the first of 2 public hearings on the long-awaited bridge construction project. Many who spoke say they want the state to reconsider the decision to eliminate commuter rail and bus rapid transit from the new bridge. A second hearing is coming up Thursday in Tarrytown. The State Thruway Authority would like to be able to start construction in August. When law enforcement officers carried out a sweep in Middletown to round up gang-connected drug suspects earlier this month, one of the men they didn't find was 26-year-old Rasun King of New Windsor. Well, yesterday he was discovered hiding in a Highland Mills safe house. According to a federal indictment, King was one of the suppliers for a drug network operated by the Blood Street Gang in Middletown. 5 of the suspects sought in that raid remain at large. And they came in search of employment leads. Jobless veterans were among those checking out information provided by several agencies at Sullivan County's annual open house for military veterans, held in the lobby of the County Government Center in Monticello. The fair was geared towards the newer vets, now home from Iraq and Afghanistan, who may not be taking full advantage of available programs. Besides looking for job leads, military veterans could also register for health benefits and get a special ID card, entitling them to discounts at local businesses. Conditions around here will improve by tomorrow once the wintry weather system moves out. Thursday will be cloudy with a chance of a few lingering rain or snow showers. The highs could reach the low 40s. Temperatures should top out in the mid-40s on Friday under a partly cloudy sky. Stay connected to Record Online for the latest area weather information as well as breaking news. And get caught up on all that's happening by picking up tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.